Hello and welcome to Stoneshard. Stoneshard is a challenging RPG set in an open world, and it is set in a medieval open world where you play as a mercenary and we have to travel across the land, completing all kinds of tasks and trying to survive as best we can. Let's play and start a new game. If you'd like to check out the game, which has just released into early access on Steam, there is a link in the description.
Damn it. Where am I?
You are awake, just in time for the ritual. We'll have a use for you, so very soon. Don't try anything funny or you'll end up like one of your friends. Perhaps I should check on him again. All that fresh blood, that must have drained by now.
Curses. Doesn't look like we won that fight. I need to get out of here before this bastard returns. Looks like my shackles are rusted to the core.
Alright, so this is the tutorial. Obviously, it is probably a good idea to start in a very challenging RPG with the tutorial so that we can both understand exactly what's going on. I've actually already gone through the tutorial, but I thought I'd just go through it again because it does have a couple of story elements as well, and it will give you an idea as to where we actually begin and how we get to where we're actually wanting to go. So, yes, anyway. This can be done by a number of means, and you hold Alt and press left mouse button and so on and so forth, but for the moment we're just going to be removing our shackles right here. Bear in mind that this is early access, so a number of things may indeed end up changing. Alright, so let's examine our cell.
Poor Locke. Your bad feeling was spot on this time. They didn't search him. Bad move. No offense, buddy, but you won't need all these things anymore.
Alright, so we can now search things. Searching things is just left mouse button, and then you can have a look at what these guys actually have on them. And as you can see, Locke actually has a couple of lockpicks. Haha, amusingly enough, Locke has some lockpicks, and he also has some food for us. And bear in mind that this game is very in-depth, very complex when it comes to your overall health of your character. We will see exactly how in-depth in a short while. And we are, of course, suffering from hunger and thirst. And the stronger those things are, the worse your overall condition is. To sate them, we must eat. So let us eat some bread and drink from the flask. And now, we will escape from the cell. But what we have to do is not just left-click to open it, of course, because it's locked, you know, it's locked. So what we are going to need to do is pick it. There you go, and it is now open. So now what we want to do is pick up that iron bar over there.
Lone survivor. Got to arm myself and find the rest.
Yes, so as I was saying, pick up the iron bar over there and actually equip it. There you go. So we are now prepared for fighting something, whatever it may be. And I'm not actually going to be picking any of these other doors because, well, usually there's not going to be anything in here.
The cages are unlocked. And blood trails are fresh. Looks like everyone was taken somewhere. Seems like I was the only one to be left in the dungeon. That's strange.
Ooh, I wonder why. Alright, so yeah, that cell is empty. Over here we can actually get inside. I think this guy... Oh no, he doesn't have anything on him. Oh, that's unfortunate. He might have, but... maybe this guy? Yeah, there we go. Oh, very nice. A gold ring, which actually gives us a little bit of magic power and a little more energy as well. So I'm going to be equipping that straight away. And these are just shackles, which are obviously something that we do not want to loot at the moment. There's actually something else going on up here. No, these are... No, goodbye. Goodbye, rusted shackles. I do not want you. That is an enemy right there. I was actually hoping that maybe I could loot something else, but I don't really want to waste potential lockpicks on that. So yeah, let's see what we can do against this enemy. I really don't have anything that good. This iron bar is frankly awful, so we'll see how we do.
How did you get out? You are dead!
Alright, so Stoneshard is a turn-based game where almost every action takes a turn. Enemies only act when your turn ends, so you can take your time and think your actions through. If necessary, you can skip your turns by pressing space. Alright. Yeah, so to kill the guard, to do so, approach him and press left mouse button to trade blows. You can also inspect enemies to learn more about them. So if you want to, you can just go like this, inspect him. You can see exactly what his health is like and his energy and his resistances and so on and so forth. So if you were a cleric class or a holy user class of some kind, then you're going to be able to use sacred abilities and do massive amounts of damage because, of course, this guy is a vampire. So let's see what we can do here. Okay, that's actually some pretty good damage. As you can see, though, because this guy's a vampire, he's actually got an ability called Life Drain, and he's actually draining, I think, 10% of the damage he deals to us. And that's pretty good, because he heals himself by 1 every single time. But there we go. We are victorious in the end. Alright, so, yeah, we can now pick up his Shiv, if we so desire, and we can actually equip that, and we can now dual wield. Yes, we can now dual wield if we want to. Don't know how effective that's going to be, but at the moment, I don't really mind, because we're kind of hard done by at the moment. We just want to try and survive as best we can.
Bled to death. Such a foolish way to go. Looks like there is a trap. I have to take a look around unless I want to share his fate.
Alright, so you'll often encounter hidden traps. You can discover them passively. The chance to spot a trap depends on your perception attribute. Yeah, we'll get into the stats in just a moment as well, once we've leveled up once. Otherwise, if you need to know immediately whether there are traps within your vision, you can use your basic skill, Detect Traps, and it has just been added to your skill bar, as you can see right here, Detect Traps. And there it is, right in front of us. Can you imagine if I had literally just walked on? I would have taken either a massive amount of damage or died. But anyway, the trap has been revealed. All's left is to disarm it. Summon the trap's context menu by pressing right mouse button. It's also possible to try and avoid a trap as you pass it, but it's also a riskier option, more suitable for characters with high dodge chance. Obviously, I don't really have much chance at the moment. There's our disarm chance at the moment is 150%, and my chance to avoid it is 40%, so disarm is definitely the way to go. There we go. Now we can move on, and we can loot our friend. And we have a Peasant Sash, which gives me a fumble chance of -1%, because I don't know whether you noticed while we were fighting, there is actually a chance for you to fumble the attack. So there's also that.
Damn, I forgot about my leg. Hurts more and more. I need to find something to treat the wound before it festers.
Alright, yeah, so as you can see right here, we currently have a massive amount of pain. And that is indeed a thing that you're going to need to manage as you go through the game. Pain and pain tolerance and leg injuries, arm injuries, and so on and so forth. You're going to need to be very careful and watchful about those.
All these boxes. We'll surely find something in them.
Alright, yeah, I'm sure we will. There's one. Oh yeah, we hit the jackpot, I think.
Can use this to patch up my leg.
Alright, so as you can see right here, we're going into our character screen, and I'm just going to get rid of this particular tutorial message just because I want to show you exactly what's going on here. So these are our stats: strength, agility, perception, vitality, and willpower. Each one affects a certain amount of different things. Willpower is for magic, vitality is for health and resistances, perception is for range, so if you want to use a bow, dodge chance and stealth and disarming, lockpicking, etc. with agility, and strength, of course, is for your bashy types with big two-handed weapons, or if you just want to use a shield. And otherwise, then you have a massive amount of different stats down here as well, like energy restoration, dodge chance, bleed resistance, physical resistances, also a massive amount of actual other resistances like arcane, psionic, etc. And then of course you have magic here as well, so you have electromantic, venomantic, geomantic, psionic powers, chronomantic. It's just absolutely insanely extensive, and that's pretty crazy. Anyway, let's move on to the health screen right here, and you can see that there's actually sanity, morale, immunity, intoxication, pain, and you also have maladies as well. So for example, you can get sick, and I would assume that you're probably going to need to find some medicine as a result of that. So you can see here that we are going to need to treat our right leg. And how do you treat a leg that has been, severely damaged? Well, you probably want to apply a splint to it, don't you? So we're probably going to do that. There we go. Stabilized injuries retain their negative effect, but no longer accumulate pain. So because I obviously have 45% pain right here, it actually produces a rather terrible effect, which increases my fumble chance, reduces my healing efficiency, and increases my damage taken as well. So the less pain you're in, the better. Anyway, to accelerate the healing process, we can apply a healing salve. There we go. The lower your health, the lower your pain threshold. Pain makes healing less effective and can even kill you if it reaches high enough numbers. You can get rid of it with a variety of painkillers. An ether inhaler, for instance. Use it to reduce your pain. So, for example, this can reduce your pain by minus 75%, which is absolutely crazy good. But it is going to increase our intoxication by 40%. So we're going to use it. And as you can see, most painkillers are toxic and will increase your intoxication. Intoxication is detrimental to your character's condition, is incredibly dangerous if it reaches high enough numbers. Inject an antidote, which we just have one of at the moment. And it does cause confusion apparently as well, which is a bit of an issue. So you can see here that we are actually clumsy from the medicine. But there is, thankfully, a way that we can get rid of that. Rest mode. Basically, rest mode is going to enable us to restore our HP and to allow debuffs to wear off, such as clumsy.
That's better. At least I'll live. Time to move.
Alright, so we're now at basically maximum HP, well, the max that we can actually get right now. And you can highlight loot around you with Alt, as you can see right here. But I've already seen these items that we will be able to pick up, and we can actually loot them. And well, I think I'm going to get rid of the tattered rags, to be honest. It's just kind of using our inventory space for not much reason. And we're going to get rid of the rusted shackles as well. Not really much point in having that. And otherwise, what we're going to do is we're going to take a very nice look at some crazy cool weapons here. And I'm actually thinking, I'm not entirely sure what kind of character I would like to create here, because they give you the option to basically go for whatever you want. So you can go for a one-handed sword and a shield, you can go for a one-handed axe, you can go for a two-handed sword, you can go for a bow and some arrows. Of course, arrows are, I suppose, a finite resource, so might be a little bit difficult to continue shooting with a bow if you don't have any arrows remaining. And then, of course, you can also be a spellcaster of some kind. For me, personally, I'm going to be choosing the sword, and we'll just get rid of the shiv and all that stuff. I'll choose the one-handed sword, and I will take the shield as well. We will also take a bow, just in case, and I will also take the staff, just in case I decide that I want to be some kind of wizard. So that's what we're going to do. Alright, so let's move on and go through the gates. And, oh yeah, this is locked, by the way. It's locked from the other side, so I would assume that I can probably open it up from there. Hopefully we'll be able to do that. Alright, so this is going to be interesting. I'm going to actually wait, and I'll... Yeah, I shouldn't have moved in. Yeah, that was a bit of a mistake on my part. Should have waited one more turn, but it's okay because he actually dodged. So we can now start doing massive damage, as you can see right here. Look at how much damage we deal with our new weapon. And this is what's really cool, actually, about this game. It doesn't even matter whether you level up a huge amount. The main thing that matters is your abilities and your gear level. So in other words, having good gear really makes a huge difference. So as you can see here, you mostly get stronger by acquiring new abilities and finding better equipment. Attributes have a less distinct effect, just slightly improving various aspects of your character. So I really like that, actually, because it's not dependent on your level whether you're going to be able to defeat this boss or that enemy or whatever the case may be. It's much more reliant on you being well equipped and well prepared for the situation with particular abilities. Now, for my character at the moment, I'm thinking I want to spec into willpower right here, because that actually increases our magic power, magic resistance, pain resistance, etc., etc. And I think that could be really, really fun. So I'm going to spec 2 points into that. And we also have a number of abilities as well. I actually have a skill point here, but I am actually not wanting to spend any of the... Oh, you can't actually do that yet. Never mind. You can't actually do that yet because they haven't taught us about it just now, but they will in a second.
A pyromantic treatise. Just like the good old times in the academy. Got to recall a spell or two.
Yes, exactly. So we are going to pick this book up, and then we are, as you can see, some abilities aren't initially available for learning. To unlock them, you need to find and read a corresponding book. You've just found one of them. It's a pyromancy one. So what we can do is we can read it. As you can see, it unlocks a variety of different wonderful abilities here. And it says, "Dear friend, we may not know each other, but considering that you opened this tome, I'll take a wild guess and assume that you are intent on learning the ancient art of pyromancy, the art I came to master after many years. I'd rather not disclose my name. All you need to know is that I hold a high position among fire mages, and the only thing which forces me to play cloak and dagger is that our circle forbids sharing the knowledge with outsiders. But despite all the restrictions set upon me, I always yearn to not only bear power over the flame, but akin to the gods of the old, to enlighten the world. So hearken to me, as there is no one else who will share this knowledge with you." And I wonder whether I can... Yes, I can actually turn the page as well. Very cool. As you may see, there is nothing complicated about visualizing the flames and then summoning them into existence with the sheer force of your mind, despite what my arrogant brethren may claim. When the time comes, they'll pay for all the injustices they've subjected me to, and for dragging my good name through the mud. Keep practicing. Never stop learning. Stay spirited. And remember, fire always attracts fire. Quite a morbid warning right there, but yes. Anyway, what we can do now is we can go into our skills just like I did beforehand, and you can select pyromancy, and then we can learn fire barrage. And fire barrage is going to be an extremely useful ability for us. I'm actually just going to drop this because we don't need it anymore, and we will open up the door. Aha, hello there, vampire. We will be using my pyromancy skill. Look at how much damage that dealt. Really, really nice. Now, the cool thing about turn-based games like this is that you can literally run away if you so desire, and then you can wait for the cooldown to come back, and then you can use it again. Boom, and he's dead. Technically, I could have just finished him off with one melee attack, but I kind of wanted to test out just how fun it is to be a, mage primarily. Otherwise, there's a monastic book right here. We're going to just read that real quick. And I'm not entirely sure what... it seems like, there's a bit of a sickness going around, and I think that they're detailing the vampire transformation, perhaps. As you can see, the miasma of this horrible disease now permeates the entire monastery. Half our brothers are delirious. Their bodies are riddled with scabs and boils. Blood is seeping through their pores, and we can't do anything to ease their suffering. I declared a quarantine and ordered to lock down everyone who showed signs of the disease in the catacombs, but I fear it's all in vain. The rest will go down sick in a couple of days. The hosts give me strength to persevere and save our congregation. And that is the first page of the diary, so we're getting some lore exposition there. There's diary page number 2 as well. Today the entire neighborhood gathered around our monastery. The healer had brought the disease back to Manshire. Blood was leaking from their eyes. They were hopelessly sick. I prohibited anyone to go outside. Then they tried to break in. A few brothers lost their lives, but we managed to push them back from the gates. When the crazed crowd tried to burn us alive along with the building, I had to break the quarantine and bring even the healthy brothers into the catacombs. Truly out of the frying pan and into the fire. And it just so happens that this diary page has blood on it, so I might not be able to read it as easily. Blood gets into my eyes and drips down on the parchment. We are doomed in these sinister depths. Even time itself flows differently. I've lost the count of days. When was the last time I left my cell? A couple of hours? Or ago? Yeah, I think that's ago. A day? In a few weeks, I may be the only one who is still alive. Every night I'm haunted by visions. As the candlelight fades, shadowy figures step out from the darkness. Their wheedling whispers drive me crazy. The host is silent. The host is deaf to our prayers. The host betrayed us. Where do I seek strength to fight back the temptation, to break the oath? A cure is all I need. Well, there you go. So I'm gonna just drop all of these. I don't think I need them after all of the lore exposition right there, which is absolutely fine. But you can actually loot this this bookcase, and there's a huge amount of books here as well, which is actually really cool. So I'm going to be reading all of these, and you can see, look at how many cool things. So it doesn't even, so that's the really cool thing about this game. They're basically giving you any opportunity to basically play as whatever you want. You can play as someone that uses an axe, someone that uses a mace, someone that uses a bow or a sword or whatever the case may be. Even a bow, look at that. Wow, huge amounts of things. Shields. Crazy stuff right there. Staves, look at that. And then you can also go with great swords as well, which is just crazy good. And now that I have learnt all of that, it is time for us to move on. And there you go, the tutorial is now complete. You are on your own. Survive and find your way to the next floor. And remember, you are not a chosen one. Many enemies are just as powerful as you are. Be careful. Don't mindlessly charge ahead. Avoid fighting with multiple opponents at once. Try forcing one-on-one combat, and use your surroundings. Alright, that's exactly what I'm going to try to do. So let's see if I can do that. Ah, there's actually a door over there. We probably want to open that up and see what's going on. Oh, there's an enemy. I don't think I'm in range. No, as you can see, I'm not in range to actually use my spell right now, but I think I am now. Ooh, yeah, nice damage. Alright, so now what we can do is kind of just move, one step at a time, get away from him, and use my spell once again. I think he's almost dead, so I think I can probably get into melee range. There we go, glorious victory. And I didn't take any damage either. Ooh, a militia flail. That might actually be somewhat good for us. As you can see, it actually does... it has less accuracy than the sword, which I'm a little bit worried about, to be honest, because I think, and the flail has a increased fumble chance as well, which I'm not a big fan of. I think I'm going to get rid of the staff, actually, because it uses a lot of inventory space. I'm actually keeping the books at the moment, because I don't know when I'm actually going to find a merchant. And as you can see down in the bottom right there, every single book sells for about 450 gold, which I can imagine is really quite good. So let me see if I can I'm just going to wait. He's still out of range, going to wait again. Still out of range. One more turn. Yeah, now he's waiting, isn't he? There we go. He's being sneaky. Nice damage. Okay, hopefully I'm not running into a dead end here or an ambush of some kind. That would be pretty bad. Yeah, he's restoring... Oh, he's actually restoring... Are you serious? He's restoring health? Do you see that? He's actually restoring health. Wow, that's pretty crazy. Okay, well... I think we're almost ready for us to take him out. Yeah, there we go. And he actually had a peasant flail. We have now leveled up once again as well. Going to spec more points into willpower. Just going to go super hard with our magic capabilities. And we also have a chance to get some more stuff here. So I'm not entirely sure. When a bolt from Fire Barrage connects with burning enemies, the duration of burning is prolonged by 1 turn. That actually sounds pretty fun. But what about other things here? Deals 12 fire damage to each target in its area of effect, reduces cooldown duration for the skill tree by 1 for each enemy hit. That's actually really nice, because then what you can do is you can basically use this after you've used Fire Barrage, and then you can reset the cooldown on those things, which is actually really nice. That's nice. 50% chance to ignite all affected targets, and it uses 32 energy, which is actually quite a lot. Wow. That is a lot, because at the moment we're using 16 with Fire Barrage. I think I'm actually going to go for Feed the Flames. Should I? Actually, no, you know what? We're going to go for Blaze. I think Blaze is going to be really, really useful for us. Being able to reset the cooldown is, in my opinion, pretty cool. Alright, so we do have the opportunity to get some leeches, apparently. Okay, yeah, let's take some leeches. This is an undefined bow, so I'm going to swap out this bow for this one, just in case. And hopefully we'll be able to define it. Can I actually do that? No, I can't identify it. I need some item to be able to do that, I assume. So let's just continue to move down here. What do I actually need? I have light dehydration. Okay, so I'm actually wanting to drink a little bit. There we go. Ah, there's actually a rat there. Nice damage. Is it dead? Wow, okay, it died. Wow, that was actually a lot easier than I anticipated. This is an undefined greatsword, so if I wanted to, I could take this and then identify it later on. That would be pretty cool. Ah, look at this. Oh, nice. Yes, there we go. Nice little hat for us. I like that. Oh, there's actually another enemy. Oh, there's a bat. Hello. Oh, these are pretty easy, and they do actually give us a pretty decent amount of experience as well, which is quite nice. So this is, in my opinion, the next floor. So if I wanted to rush ahead and not explore further, then I could very easily do that. But I think it would probably be a good idea for us to tackle some of the other enemies on this floor, and we're going to use this. Did I do it? Did I use Blaze? Yeah, I think I did, but I don't know whether it actually did anything, to be honest. Oh, I think it might have. Okay, so let's actually get a little bit closer here so we can actually start doing damage to this thing. Yeah, nice. All right, so are we bleeding? Yeah, we're actually bleeding. Oh, okay. So that's not very good. As you can see, we are having some issues with our right hand. I can apply a bandage, so we're no longer bleeding now. And as I said before, the health mechanics in this game are very, very extensive. And we have a hunting bow. Yeah, that's not something for me. Thanks very much. But I will be making my way on downtown. Yes, walking fast. Okay, optimism. Oh, look at this. We're actually optimistic. Oh, fantastic. Okay, very good. Very nice to hear that. Yeah, there we go. Ah, I'm attacking the door. That's never a good sign, is it? No, that's never a good thing. Okay, well, thankfully, there is line of sight. That's the thing. Got to be a bit careful of that. What else do we have going on here? Doesn't look like anything. I may have thought that maybe there'd be a chest in here or something like that, but it doesn't look like it. I can attack these boxes and things. Oh, I did not know that. I did not know you could actually get stuff out of these items. Kind of makes sense now that you think about it. So I guess I will attack a little bit. But unfortunately, I am a little bit hungry. I don't think I actually have any food. Do I? Healing salve, bandage. No, I don't think I have any food right now, which is... Oh no, this is actually kind of... It makes us drunk. Oh, that's not a good idea. That is not a good idea. So yeah, that's a bit problematic. Ah, peppermint. I wonder what peppermint does. Hunger resistance, intoxication resistance, immunity, and so on and so forth. Okay, let's eat it a little bit then, because we are currently a little bit hungry, and having some resistance to that is going to be pretty good. Alright, so let's make our way out. I seem to have literally found the exit that quickly, so that's quite nice. So let's go to the next floor.
The tremors are coming from upstairs. I bet everyone was taken there. I have to find my way up, whatever it takes.
Who is that? Oh, it seems like someone who died pretty harshly. So I'm actually gonna get this helmet, and he has a war bow. So if I was here we go. Okay, so this is actually really cool. Very nice way to design the game, in my opinion. You know how I said earlier how, you know, arrows are a finite resource? Well, not so much anymore, because this guy actually has arrows on him, which is actually really nice to see, because that means that if you did go for an archer build, then you'd be in a really good position, and you wouldn't have to worry so much about it. Ah, bread. Here we go. Eat the bread. And this is an old contract. Let's read it. With this paper, we, Kenneth or Nud the Elder, and every denizen of Manshire pledge to pay a bounty of 700 crowns to every man, be it a commoner, a mercenary, or a noble knight, who will take on the task of descending into the Abbey of the Holy Revelation and cleanse it from the spirits or any other filth inhabiting it, and return back safe and sound with proof of their deed. We hereby sign this, Okay. So, what proof do they want? That's the issue. Yeah. I'm not entirely sure if I... Do I have proof? Not really. I mean, I have some books, I guess, but those books probably could be found anywhere. Aha, hello. Yeah, Okay, Baleful Scream. That's a psionic attack. Might be a little bit problematic for us. Ah, there we go. That's Blaze. Okay, yeah, so you actually have to target an area rather than targeting an actual enemy. And as you can see, we now have reduced our cooldown so dramatically that I was able to use my fire ability again, which is so crazy good. Okay, so yeah, I think I'm going to have some issues with my inventory space relatively soon, so I might have to drop some things as we go forward. I seem to be a little bit dehydrated as well, so I might have to drink a little bit more as well. What is going on here? It's locked, of course. Aha! Oh, very nice. Okay, so this is just the same thing that I'm wearing right now, but it is slightly better in terms of durability. And what is this? An identification scroll. Very nice. So that means I will be able to... Oh, am I being attacked right now? Yes, I am. There we go. Whew. I was a bit worried there for a second because I couldn't really get out of the way, you know, because if they're in melee with you, they basically will always be in melee with you unless you can kind of do a little bit jiggery-pokery with them. But yeah, thankfully I was able to be a little bit careful there. Alright, so what else do I actually want to go for here? Because I'm actually wondering whether I should just continue speccing into willpower. I think I will for the moment. What else do we have going on here? Melting Ray, that sounds fun. Shoots a ray of fire towards the targeted tile. The ray deals 6 fire damage to each enemy it passes through with a 38% chance to ignite them for 2 to 3 turns. When reaching the targeted tile, the ray explodes in a small area, dealing 14 fire damage to all enemies hit. Each enemy on the ray's path increases the damage of the explosion by 20%. That actually sounds really fun. Ooh, that sounds fun. I like this. Targets affected by a blaze gain minus 15% fire resistance. Yeah. Yeah, that sounds pretty fun. So I think I'm going to go with this. Boom. There we go. And, you know, technically, I could spec into other things. Like, I could spec into Geomancy, or I could spec into some shield skills, dagger skills, maces, and so on and so forth. But I'm really liking the Pyromancy at the moment. So we're just going to continue specking into that. Ah, can't quite get them. Can't quite get him. There we go, now we can get him. Oh, so much damage. So much damage. Let's move in, take him out. There we go. There's actually an unidentified mace there. Bloodletting Lancet? I wonder whether that's something that I can use for... well, maybe I can use it. Let's just say that. For medicine purposes. There's actually something behind me there, as you can see, so I need to be a bit wary about what I do, because any action I take is a turn when there is an enemy close by. Where is that Bloodletting Lancet? Am I seeing it? I am not seeing it anywhere. I think I'm... Yeah, I can't actually pick it up right now because I don't have enough space, so I'm going to have to do something about that. Alright, well, let's just deal with this enemy first. I literally have no energy. That's bad. I have a little bit. Okay, well, I do quite a bit of damage with my sword. I could be a spell sword of some kind. I think that might be quite fun. But anyway, there you go. We did that. And I'm just going to drink the brandy. Oh, we're drunk. Ah, no, this is not working out too well for us, is it? Let's just drop that book. And hopefully I can now pick up that. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so what does this do? Intoxication change. Oh, yes. Causes bleeding, but reduces intoxication. Okay, yeah, let's use it. Where? Use it where? Oh no, I don't really want to use it anywhere, to be honest, because it's going to cause bleeding and that's going to be really bad for us. Okay, you know what I'm going to do? Rest time. Hopefully my drunkenness is going to wear off. Oh, hello. Yes, now we're being attacked. Okay, not too bad so far, not too bad. I think we'll be fine. Wow, we're dodging like no one's business. Very nice indeed. There we go. We took him down. He dropped a peasant's flail and everything. Okay, what is that? I just got confused. I think that's probably the drunkenness state causing that. Yeah, remind me never to drink brandy again. Yes, that's not going to be something I will drink. Anyway, I think that's probably going to be it for this episode. If you would like to see more from me and Stoneshard, then by all means let me know down in the comments. Otherwise, if you'd like to check out the game for yourself, there is a link in the description. I thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.